Leroy Walker, better known as Lee. What made me want to create the lure, the Slab Slayer? Well, after I retired, we started fishing Belton Lake and Steelhouse Lake for white bass. And we had this lure that was working great, but I broke it off in a tree, and I was the last one, couldn't find it nowhere. So I was talking to my partner, Ike, and I was like, man, we ought to try to create one of these. And that's how we started.
It's funny, Ike Springer. Everybody calls me Ike. That's what I prefer to be called. Well, me and my friend, we love to fish. Some lures were working better than others, and we found out that this particular type of lure was really working really good, and we decided to make our own. We call the lure the Slab Slayer because those of us in the fishing community, when you have a big fish on the line, we call that a slab. And if we're gonna catch them, we're gonna slay them. So therefore, we got the Slab Slayer.
What made me decide to call the lure the Slab Slayer? Well, that's easy because I consider myself the Slab Slayer, so I figured I would name it after myself. If somebody bought a lure from me, I could tell them how to use it, but the best way for me to show them how to use it is either they can go on my page, The Slab Slayer, or they can go to the lake with me and we can do it that way. But I have videos on my site, The Slab Slayer, on Facebook.
This type of lure is called a jig lure. Which basically you need to be over water, either on a boat or over a dock, somewhere you can let it fall down to the bottom, and you kind of tease the fish by raising it up a few feet, letting it fall, and the action of that attracts the fish, and then that's how you catch them.
To date, how many lures have we sold? I would just say a boatload.
Thus far, I have lost count of how many lures I think we've sold, but I know it's in a few thousands. We sold them side of the road, at the boat dock, on the lake, Facebook Marketplace, all kinds of places, send them overseas, so we sold a lot of lures.
Memorable moment of producing this lure was one day a guy named Eric Mercer asked me if this lure really worked. He said, I'm not a believer. I don't believe that this lure is doing everything that you're saying it's doing. So I said, okay, well, if you're not busy, come on out and go fishing with me. And he did. And the day we went fishing, he caught a largemouth bass, he caught a hybrid bass, he caught a white bass, he caught a smallmouth, and he caught a drum. So he was a believer. He was like, I cannot believe this lure does this, but I seen it with my own eyes. And he was excited, which made me very excited.
I think the most memorable part of the process has been just knowing where we came from the beginning of this process to where we are now. It's kind of like second nature. Whereas in the beginning, we messed up a lot of equipment and lures and stuff like that. So just now, knowing we have a good product that people are coming back for over and over and over again, that's the most memorable thing.
Would I do it all over again? Would I venture into it? And yes, I would definitely do it again because it was fun.
I definitely would. It's been really fun. It's been a really fun project. It's been fulfilling, and it's something I enjoy doing. They say if you enjoy doing your work, you never work again in your life. So this is one of those things